Back again. My name is Shantanu, and today we're going to talk about few of the most used source code repositories. That's going to be GitHub, which is an open source platform to share and collaborate on your code. And the second is going to be Visual Studio Team Services. It's a Microsoft-based platform where you can push your code, and also on top of it you can do build and deployments for your projects. So let's get started. So for this particular session, we're going to need a GitHub account. You can since GitHub is an open source platform, you can always create your own account without any cost. So once you have created your account, if you want to start a new project where you want to save your code, you can simply click on repositories and click on new. So I'm gonna give a repository name. So repository is basically your master master branch where you're gonna push all your code. So that's gonna be Shan. Okay, let's just give Shan. So there are two types of way you can create your repository. That's going to be public and private. Public is where anyone in the developer community can see and edit your code. Private is basically for enterprise accounts where people don't want to share their code with everybody. It's because it's their idea, it's their product, so they don't want to share with everybody. So for this particular demo, we're gonna use public and hit create repository. Once that's created, this is few of the basic readme and information. So we're gonna click on readme. So readme is important whenever you create your own project, so that people can understand what you're doing. This is why did you create this project, and what's the purpose this particular repository gonna solve for people. So this repo is created for my YouTubers, and we're gonna hit the commit. So commit is basically whenever you create any changes, you got to hit commit so that it is being pushed to the master branch. Apologies guys, my internet has been really been flaky. Alright guys, so we have our readme. So once you have your readme created, you can push your code. Either you can create a new file, which is just give your file name. That's gonna be ps file, and I'm gonna save my code and commit it to the master branch. So branch, how works? Branch works in GitHub is if you just open a new one. So this is your master branch, where everybody in your organization code in. You don't want to mess up with this particular branch, so you pull out another branch, child branch, and you start coding over here. So this is independent of this branch. When you're confident that all your code has been pushed and testing is already, unit testing and all has been done, you can simply push the code to the master branch so that nobody is affected. So that's the fun how you actually push your code. So once this is done, you can go back to your, so if you want to move your source code from GitHub to Visual Studio Team Services, why you want to do it? GitHub only is used for saving your code. However, if you're in your organization, you are using Visual Studio Team Services, you can recommend that since you're already paying for VSTS, you're already paying for GitHub as well, you can leverage VSTS for both the purpose, that is for your source code as well as build and deployment. So instead of paying to GitHub as well, you just use VSTS if you're using it. So that's gonna be it. I'm gonna click on my folder, my project. So this is my project which I've created in Visual Studio Team Services. I'm gonna click on demo for my viewer project. I'm gonna click on code, and so there's already a project available over here. So once you click on your project, you can, there's a certain options over here, import repository. So you can select the source type. In this case it's gonna be Git. We're gonna select the URL. I'm gonna paste it over here. Since this is a public repository, we do not need to have any authentication. If had it been in a private repository, you simply could have provided the username and password. So I'm gonna hit import. Due to reason URL is okay. All right, so let's probably give it one more try. So if I pick this URL, I hope my internet is okay again. Okay, so if I just replace the URL and hit save, let's see if it does the job. All right, so looks like it has been able to push your code. Alright, so yes, this easy it was to migrate your project from GitHub to Visual Studio Team Services. You can see all your files have been over here. So depending on the size of your project, it might take a bit longer. However, I mean, ultimately the results should be all your code from GitHub should be migrated to Visual Studio Team Services. So that's pretty much it. I hope guys it was informative for you. We're gonna touch base again for few more videos around GitHub and source code. In case you have a few more ideas around what you wanna be taught upon, I'll be glad to help you guys with that. So thank you guys. Thank you. Stay tuned and don't forget to share and hit the like button. Thank you guys.